Okay, tonight was something different. Kitchenaid. First things first, get the back off. Nice machines to work on, these Kitchenaids actually. Well made. They seem to be worth the money. Something's definitely going on here. That's definitely oil. Tastes like it. Motor's turning, but nothing spinning. So that's matching this oil as well. So just busted something on the head. Nice colour, this machine. I'm a fan of the green. There's even grease on the screws themselves. Get this pin out, get this bottom plate off. Matches the new hammer. Don't want to chip that paint. So that gear's alright. Here's the problem. Shoot up gear. Right. That's sealed. Actually still intact. A little plastic gear. A common one to fail, especially if you're doing a lot of kneading dough and stuff like that. So that's my gear. You can see where she's just stripped out. I'll have to clean all this grease out again anyway, so that's more than likely glass reinforced nylon, I would imagine anyway. So we'll have to clean all this grease out to make sure there's no more bits of it left inside. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it would damage these gears, but could make it noisy. So that's the part as it washed down. You can replace that on its own, one solid assembly. I think you can get them online for about 40 or 50 euro, maybe extra then for delivery. Or you can just replace that gear on its own. One wee pin holds it in, so I'm just going to take that out and just replace the gear. Easier and safer just to replace the whole thing. Saves you having to pull out extra pins, less work to do. But if you are going to change the gear, just make sure the rest of it is actually good. Give that a good pull, sideways motion, give it a good roll all around. If there's any play at all on that, then brass bushings are worn out. If there's any extra play, that means this isn't going to mesh correctly and it's going to strip out again. So if you want to play it safe, replace the entire thing. This one's good, so I'm just going to replace the gear. that out. That lower gear should pull out. That leaves you with a gear and two plastic packer washers. So that's all I need. Replace that. That'll fix the machine. You may think it's a bit chilly, wee plastic gear in a big expensive machine. That there is designed as a sacrificial part. So if this machine jams, is under too much load, it's abused, that's the part that is designed to strip out so that you don't destroy the motor or any of the more expensive gears. That's the easiest one to replace. Make a nice cheap gear. Quickly saves the machine if anybody abuses it or jams something up. So that's all I need. I have to order that up now and wait for it to come in. But in the meantime, I may as well just finish cleaning the whole thing out. Dismantle this top piece. A rubber O-ring underneath. That whole top gear assembly just lifts out. That's ready to go. One clean mixer, all washed out, ready for a new part and some new grease. One worm drive gear, that's all we need. That's our worm gear, ready to go. All this is going to have to be used with food safe gear grease. Easy to come by. If you can't get the gear grease, bearing grease may do, but you'll be better off with the gear grease. About 150 ml needed for this. You need a good bit of grease in it. Now you can change the gasket also. If it's damaged, this one's fine. So we're going to just leave it as is. These syringes make it a lot easier to apply the grease. This is actually a dosing syringe for animals. Get it in a local hardware shop, anywhere it does farm supplies or co-op. Only a couple of euro. Very handy for this sort of stuff. And this gear is going to go on. And try to marry them up without getting grease everywhere. You may get a bit of resistance when you're trying to press this head on. You can't seem to get it to press on. It's just the pressure from the grease get onto the borehole for this spindle. So You give that spindle a bit of a turn as you're pressing it down, it helps it go in. Get your wee washer. O-ring on first. Make sure you have grease on here. That'll dabble do you. Don't need a lot. Take that on. Line up the holes. Put your pin in. Give it a wee tappy tap. And try not to chip your paint. You get your wee guard on. Cover up the screws. Now, that's that bit. Now we just need to put the brushes in. Otherwise that brush won't actually make any contact. Has to be in the right way. Now for the back. Couldn't be easier. Actually says white and black. Just reconnect them wires. Paper guards in. Your nice shiny Kitchenaid band. Make sure you clean all this stuff before you put it together again, when you have the chance. It's a lot easier to clean it when you've got it off the machine. That should be all you've left over. Your old gear. That should be us. That is a nice colour. Now, is that not a lot better? Sweet. Simple as that. One Kitchenaid Artisan. Up and running again. Make sure you get it all cleaned down. Any residue grease, get it all wiped off. Like these Kitchenaids, as mixers go, they're pretty bloody powerful, pretty reliable to have, nice simple design, big heavy machine. You're not going to knock it over too handy. It's not going to roll off your bloody bench too easily. Definitely a machine to have. Very expensive to buy, but a sort of machine you have a lifetime in. If you are buying them, you get them in all different colours. If I was getting one, I'd be going for that green. Hope you enjoy the channel. Give us a like and a follow if you like the content. Thanks again. Chat to you next time.